Kamala Khan is back again, and this time she just isn't super, she's magnificent. A brand new era of the Jersey hero is about to begin under Saladin Ahmed. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of the magnificent Ms. Marvel issue number 1 and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we're in space, but also in the future an undetermined amount of time later. An alien father is putting his child to bed when they ask about the greatest hero of all. The one chosen by destiny, the one that we would all know as Ms. Marvel, and I gotta say, at first I was a little unsure about this. I was really hoping they weren't saddling the character of Kamala with a whole chosen one baggage. When up until now she's been so endearing because of her every person quality, well, this actually turns into an issue-long meta joke wherein the father's story reflects what's happening on the panel, but in the completely opposite way. When we do check in with Kamala, she's dealing with a brand new costumed villain going by the name of Deathbringer. He's easy enough to take down, but she unfortunately caused a fair amount of destruction in doing so. Another pretty important thing to note is that when Ahmed took over the Ms.Marvel Spider-Man book, he really overhauled the way that character talked and how his internal monologue sounded. Here, Kamala still sounds much like she did when G. Willow Wilson was writing, but it's clear that someone new has taken over. Now, Kamala goes to meet her friend Nakia, and it's here that we're reminded that even though Kamala's friends were well aware that she's a superhero, they weren't exactly sure how it happened. And because this is a new number 1, this is a perfect time to actually go back and explain the story as it was and just how much Kamala has grown and her relationships have changed in that time. Now, Bruno might have been the first friend she told, and Kamala might have told the others later on, but it's actually her mother who managed to figure it out on her own and up until now has been keeping the secret. Her father is the only one who's been in the dark, and that was always a shoe that we felt always had to drop, and today it does, with Kamala's mom letting him in on the secret, and he's not too happy about it. Now, he's not angry or anything, not at first at least. If anything, he's actually a little proud of his daughter. He always knew that she had a big heart, and that she's using her powers for the betterment of all mankind is nice to see. But he also watches the news, knows how dangerous things can be for people leading lives as superheroes, and how many times his own daughter has come close to death. Don't worry, Dad. This is the Marvel Universe. Death here is really more of a minor inconvenience than anything else. You'll get over it like a cold. I kid, of course. This is actually a pretty poignant little discussion they're having here, with the dad essentially saying what kind of parent would he be if he allowed Kamala to continue to be a superhero now that he knows the truth. And I mean, it's pretty true. If Aunt May had found out that Peter Parker was Spider-Man around the age that he first started, would she have let him keep doing what he was doing? Probably not. This ends up leading to a big shouting match between Kamala and her parents, which is only interrupted when Bruno says the Circle Q is under attack by more alien invaders. In fact, aliens attacking Jersey City is such a common occurrence, Bruno has gone out of his way to use his big science brain to build an early warning system. Now, these aliens aren't like other aliens they fought. For one, they look like strange kind of gladiator animals, and when they get punched too hard, they turn into goo. Which, you know, is kind of a blessing and a curse. Our hero can punch them as hard as she wants and know that she's not really killing anything, but on the other hand, they make such a terrible mess. Bruno is able to analyze the goo, and to our hero's horror, the same alien signature just so happens to be radiating from her house right now. Fearing the absolute worst, Kamala rushes home, Ms. Marvel not wanting the last words to her parents being a horrible fight. When she does make it back though, her mother and father seem to be doing alright, at first at least, before they start acting strange and then breaking down into goo themselves. And it's on that admittedly horrifying little note that the comic comes to a close. So that was the magnificent Ms. Marvel issue number 1, everybody, and Saladin Ahmed is most definitely not messing around here or pulling punches in his first issue. Again, to compare it to the Miles Spider-Man book, that one actually got off to a bit of a slow burn start. Here, Kamala's really getting put through the ringer both emotionally and physically. The promise of this first arc moving forward looks to be a more cosmic-facing Ms. Marvel, a space age, if you will, for the hero, and I guess that makes sense considering where her powers come from. I just also hope this doesn't mean we lose focus on the Jersey City-centric part of our hero's character, because, you know, to me, Ms. Marvel is just as much a slice-of-life teenage soap opera as it is a superhero book. Again, that's not to say you can't break new ground and move in different directions. Again, Spider-Man wasn't just one thing for his entire run. It's just, you know, it's getting harder and harder to find the stuff that the Ms. Marvel book actually offers. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this premiere issue an 8 out of 10, and I'm interested to see where we go from here.
Oh, Hey there everyone, I'm Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. This is normally the part where I tell you to follow me on Twitter at Cape Joel, check out my Patreon page, my Twitch page, my Instagram, pretty much everything. Don't really have much of a format for this one. Someone just told me that I should change up these outros to keep them from getting stale, and that's what I'm doing. I got a new hoodie. There's other videos you can watch if you want them. I don't really know where I'm going here, working without a net. So thank you for watching, that's appreciated. Maybe give me a like, a subscribe, smash a button if there's a smashable button around, that would be most appreciated. And yeah, did I mention I got a new hoodie? Bye everyone. Also, smack things, smack some. Yep, that's what I do, that's my thing. Yep, bye.